All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of You, Me, and Mr. Coffee. This is our second episode of our first season, so welcome. Um, Lots to do, lots to talk about, lots of things that have happened during the weekend, or during this week, and now possibly coming up in this weekend. So we'll have a lot to be able to talk about. I'm gonna be doing some stuff also during this entire time. So if I pause during this, it's because I'm putting my mind to it. I am still plugging away at getting the membership area. I know I said in the devlog that I would have it up last night. I got super sick last night where I was getting very nauseous. I was having some really big flashes, and I really kind of needed to take a break. So that's what I did. Took a break, got some rest, and took care of myself for a little bit. So I did that. Back at it again this morning, though. I feel a little bit better. I think I need to get some good food in me. I've already went down through my cup of coffee already. So I'll be going to get a cup here in a little bit, but I hope you guys are... Well, I mean, I got a little bit, so we'll take a good sip. That's really grainy. But, hey. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. If you're new to the show, please don't hesitate to subscribe and follow us for more of the show. I'm sure you're going to like it. Stick around. Make sure that you're staying throughout the entire 3 hours. If not, stick around as long as you can, because this is a pretty great experience. It's where we get to hang out together and talk about whatever we can, and also listen to some good lo-fi music in the background while we plug away with some work. If you're an early riser and happen to work at 6 a.m. on the Pacific Coast, or 9 a.m. on the East Coast, if you're heading into work and you're listening to me, that's even great. That's where we want to be. Those are the places we want to be. We're going to listen to this one called Driftwood. Well, no. That's the one that we were on. That's not the one I was looking for. I think it was... Let's see. Wasn't it this one? No. That's the one I was just on. Hold on. There was one I just created not too long ago, and it really has some steel drum. What did I just do with it? No. Well, what did I just do it? That I've been moving around the desktop frantically, because I had tried to get us to start right on time at 6 a.m. We were a little bit shy of that. We were a couple minutes late. But it was a lot to do with the fact that OBS... I'm not trying to complain about OBS all the time, but my OBS is screwed, and my biggest hesitation about getting it fixed is that that's a lot of things that I have to go back into. I have to with the settings and everything, I gotta route everything to the folder that it's attached to. It's a big undertaking. and I've got other things that need undertaking. So we'll get around to it, though. I do want to try to get that taken care of, because, man, um, um, no, that was the Island Pulse thing, which is a nice song. By the way. Oh, if you guys caught my last, um, not the dev blog from yesterday, but if you came to the gaming with the X underscore O, if you came to that show, we were listening to some pretty fire music in the very beginning. That was pretty good. I was pretty happy with how all that turned out. So make sure you go and watch that. We were playing some Star Citizen, and we were playing some of this new game called Star Miner. Well, we played the tutorial of it, which I've enjoyed. I really have. I think tomorrow we are definitely going to be on Star Citizen with friends. Most likely. Tentative to change if something breaks. But if nothing breaks, we'll be there. And the reason I'm saying that is because the one thing we were experiencing before I went live Wednesday and I was in Star Citizen is that the party system was broken in one server, and we had to leave and exit to the main menu to be able to get the party to work. So there are things like that that we have to watch out for. You know what? Let's just go ahead and create a new one. Let's do a simple. It's a great thing. Make music like that out of thin air. What kind of instruments do we want to have? Let's see what a string. What it sounds like with strings. Oh man, sorry for the yawn. If I just caused an infinite loop of yawns where every time somebody sees this episode, it makes them yawn, I've created a paradox. The ongoing plague of yawns has just now been created until I can, take the video off, of course, but I mean, you get what I'm saying. Oh, hey, by the way, in the comments below, if you're watching this later, if you're watching it now, but put in the comment section when this video is over, do you guys think we could, would adding reacting to things, is that something that this show could potentially, it's kind of out of the scope of what I was going with you, me, and Mr. Coffee, but I don't know. I kind of think that I think it would be engaging. It'd be a little bit eye-popping. But, I don't know what you guys are interested in. I don't know if that would be interesting is what I'm saying. If it is, comment down below. Let me know if you guys think doing that would be fun or something exciting to do. I want to get some music going. Do pretty basic. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if it's a good sound. We'll play a bit of one and see if it's any good. If not, we'll just go with the old stuff. I'm saying it like it's like years old, but it's the older stuff. I would like to know how your guys' day is going. If you are just joining the channel or if you've just been in the channel for a little bit, hey, don't hesitate to reach into that chat box. I will interact with you. If not, you're just going to see the comments of a rambling man with coffee in his system, which is hilarious all in itself. So obviously, that's what you come here for, to be entertained. I need to have like a little button to press that has that guy going, "Are you not entertained?" Ooh. I'm just waiting for it to do its creative thing. Now, usually what I do with these is I'll listen to them, and then if I like them, I will take them into the mixer and try to fine tune some of these that I make. But it's a really good thing to kind of filter through here. Oh, also, if you're an artist, don't hesitate to reach out to me and say, hey, I want to be able to use me as a radio station. If I listen to the music and I think it's going to vibe well, I'll play it. I used to do that. Not to like name drop, but I'm going to name drop. But if you guys ever know a Trolley Bear, he premiered on my show on the East Coast, from the East Coast of Florida all the way to California. That was like the first place that he reached out to drop his music. It's pretty smart to do that. But yeah, I don't mind doing that. I have some friends here in the industry that I'm planning to kind of like organize that with, so we will have music that is like raw and new. Okay, let's listen to the song. Ooh, I like how that starts. Ooh. I like that fader. Just dumping it. I like it. Now, Suno makes me 2 versions of this. Now, usually what I do is I'll find the one that I like, and I'll keep it. And if I like both versions, I'll put a V1 and V2 in the title. I can groove to this for a bit, that's for sure. Oh yeah. I've kind of noticed that like if you put like something like an instrument or an instrument group or stuff like that, some of the music, it'll try to use the instrument as like a vocal, and it's kind of nice. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, but you gotta like tell it not to. Like something like if you don't want it. Yeah. But it does, like it'll sample something like that, And it's good. Really good. Ooh, I wonder what one would be like if to add whistling, because whistling is actually like an instrument, like the whistle in a track is an instrument track, whistling. So nice. I like it. That and did it loop already? I think it looped already. Oh yeah. I did not notice that it looped. It's really not that long, and we've already heard that moment. All right, let's hear what the other one is real quick. This is the other version. I like the first one already. The first one, I like it. Very few tweaks. I'll tweak it just a little bit, but not bad. Good build. It feels like a whole different song. See, it's like moments like this, like they're two different, and there's two different distinctions. This is... I just had an idea spark. See, you gotta love this show. An idea will spark. I'm definitely gonna write that down. Hello. Where's my... Did I already run out of... You know what I did? Well, I know what I'm doing today. I'm going to Office Max and getting more post-it notes. I ran out. I really like this new one. Ooh, I'm gonna tweak that. This is my first time hearing it. As you can hear, like, I can hear it way it's transitioning and moving, and the pace and tempo groove. And dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so that doesn't have like a really good loop groove to it. at the end. It's a good standalone song. I feel like it had a really good soft, and it could loop. Like, you could play this on repeat, but it definitely does kind of end and then rise back up again. So, but it's good all on its own. I like it. But we are going to go back to the other song, and we're going to have that play for a while. Yeah, let's have that one going. I'm really hoping you guys are having a great Friday. I wonder what, like... Oh, hey, good morning. Good morning, Jane the grandma. You know, how's your week? How's your guys' week been? Let me know how it's been going for you guys. I know I've been kind of running around like a chicken with my head cut off, but we're getting into the weekend and having a little bit of fun and starting to relax and getting ready. It's almost June. Can you guys believe that? We are almost halfway done with this year, 2026, and it's been a year. It's been a year so far. It's like our veins can't take it half the time. Like, it's been a lot. We've had a war. We've had political breakdowns. We've had assassination attempts. We've had crisis in a foreign land. As an adult, I've seen now like a real impact in economy based on a just dispute on whether people can go through a pinch hold or a little bottleneck in the straits. It's crazy. We had like a big blow up in the industry of people going, we should have a little bit of say on who gets casted for what? Nuts. The Odyssey is the one. I know I said that yesterday and the day before that I was going to go see Spider-Man Noir. That came out just a couple days ago, but I am going to see it tonight. I'm going to see it, so I will be able to talk about it on Monday, so that'll be part of Monday's topic. I also want to see how it does in the weekend before we talk about it, period. I have been hearing some great stuff so far for Spider-Man Noir, so that has really been good news. So going to watch it tonight. Hopefully it's really, hopefully I can, I'm going to try to watch it tonight. If I don't get around to watching it tonight, especially because of how ticket sales are, and man, if I can't get a good seat, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to sit there and watch it. No, not going to happen. I think they really need to redesign how cinema seats people. Maybe in fewer rows, make more like compartmentalized viewing to be like giving you the best like framework. I don't know, just throwing stuff off my head. And so we'll see how it goes. We'll like do the whole IMDb, reviews and all that kind of good stuff. Oh, thank you. I appreciate this. Yeah, this is I actually, you know what? I got this from Marshall's. And I'm trying to remember if I wore this on. I actually wore this shirt. I was brought to impromptu to a red carpet event for Comic-Con a couple of years ago, and I think that's when I got this shirt, was to go to that. I'll have to see. I'll look at it in a bit. But yeah, I think I wore this on a red carpet already. And trust me, I did not want to go there wearing this at a red carpet. I look like somebody who just got right out of the office, as per usual. When everybody there was like in nice shirts and yeah, I just finished. It's got like a little bit at the bottom and grains, but I already finished my first cup. I'm about to go for a second cup. Her soon. Thank you though. I appreciate it. Thank you for reminding me. But anyways, yeah, I think that's the way. I think I did. It might have been because there's another polo or pullover, I should say. There's another pullover shirt that I have that, or a collared pullover that I have that I actually got from my dad, and I've kept it in really good shape. And I wear that sometimes. I like how it feels and sits on me, and it does. I think it does wonders for my eyes and appearance. I'm also getting my hair cut today. 'Cause it getting long. It's getting long. It's getting shaggy looking. Need to get it working. So, oh, that went far away. So now I got only one ear in. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's the thing about, I want to invest in earbuds that have the wraparound. That do the wraparound. I want to do that because these just don't sit in my ear right, or if I do bury them, like I feel like that like a painful suction in my ears, and then definitely when I start to pull them out, it kind of feels weird. So, and also then I also hear my voice, and that it's never fun. Yeah, so I keep it kind of like sitting out of the thing. So All right. So what I will do is I will take up on that offer to get a fresh cup. So I will do that. You guys enjoy the tunes for just a quick second. I'm gonna go and grab another cup of coffee. I'll be right back. So don't go away. I will be it. It'll be here. So dude, chill. I don't know how you would say it. I'm gonna be right back. Alright. Yeah, I'll be right back and I'll see you guys with a fresh cup of coffee and we'll be able to have some fun. Give me a second. All right. See? quick in a jiff, and I was right back with that fresh cup. Ooh, that fresh cup. Nice fresh cup. And I think for the last cup of the day, if we get around to it, if I don't sip too slowly on this one, if I have room for another cup of coffee, I'm actually going to do my instant coffee that I like a lot. With a little bit of French vanilla. I'll show you guys like that. I have it for my office for just in case if the coffee down the way is not really doing so well. I usually get into it, but happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to You, Me, and Mr. Coffee. Make sure that I say all of this so that those who are just jumping back, thank you for the welcome back as well. So, without further ado, what are we going to talk about today? We're covering everything from rockets blowing up to in Florida last night to what's dropping on streaming this weekend, to Drake somehow dropping 3 albums at once. Buckle up and let's go. So what we're talking about is Blue Origin just blew up their rocket last night. It was Jeff Bezos' New Glenn rocket exploded in a massive fireball on the launch pad at Cape Canaveral Thursday night during a pre-launch engine test. Called it an anomaly. No one was hurt, but the pad was in severe damage, and the footage is definitely wild. And it was one of the main reasons why I said, should we do like react videos? Because that was crazy. That footage, so go and watch it. It is a pretty wild footage of that explosion. The most what I put together was that Ars Technica called it the most spectacular rocket explosion since the Soviet N1. So, did you see the footage? Did anybody see that footage at all? I liked it. I thought it was like, dude, what? Why? What? So, if you guys don't know what Blue Origin New Glenn, this is like the Amazon Jeff Bezos, his baby. Because you got like Tesla, Elon Musk, and SpaceX. New Glenn with Blue Origin from Jeff Bezos. So they're the billionaire fighters going at it head to head and seeing who gets like stuff with alongside like DARPA and not DARPA, NASA and Boeing. Boeing's been a real big walk-in contender for the space race. All of them kind of developing new systems for the modern era. And there was a great push for it. There was a great need for us to be able to get that, especially like the ambition to go beyond a moon to actually our own place. Because we have been doing that through NASA for like the longest time. And, why not go to Mars next? You know, it's the closest planet, well, that we can actually go to. I mean, I think Venus is closer, and we get to it faster, or it gets to us faster because it's a closer orbit to the sun, and we get to Mars. The orbit of Mars and us is a bit more like dependent on a 2-year cycle, versus I think with Venus it's like a year and a half, maybe even less of a cycle as we go around. So and so but yeah, like If you do, I'm gonna link the YouTube video that I saw of the explosion. So let me see if this is it. I think this is it. I'm gonna look at it real quick. But man, was it like it was shocking the how big that explosion was. And it happened the way that it did happen was just like you had this, like, when you watch it, you'll have this flicker. Watch that flicker down at the bottom, and then just how it like really just enveloped everything. This is the one that I did see. It was from Space Flight Now. This is the one that I see. I'm gonna post that in here. I'm definitely gonna post that here. Go and watch that video, like, in another tab. Don't leave now. Watch that later. Hold it in another tab. But it is pretty exciting. That was a pretty intensive fireball. There have been a lot of explosions on the pad. It's not like that's a new thing. It's just the amount of carnage that happened from it. Like, there's been massive explosions on pads before, but with everything that we're kind of using towards stuff, like I'm trying to like dumb down the science a bit, because I love rocketry and the science behind space and stuff like that. I'm a huge student of it. I love it. But what we're doing today to get those higher speeds and getting those, volatile mixes getting put into a compact space is what I think happened with that. Yeah, I get it that, well, you can come here for your new stuff, but I won't like over embellish stuff. Try to give it to you straight. But yeah, that was a huge, that explosion was just a huge destructive thing. It not only did damage to the pads, but it did damage to Blue Origin and their race with the Artemis program against SpaceX. They were also holding like 48 satellites that were supposed to go up. This catastrophic failure is kind of like at a point in the space industry right now that is a little, it's a little not okay anymore to blow up anything on the pad, because it does show the lack of the reliability of the rockets that you are currently pushing, but you're also the safety record is horrific. I mean, if you watch that is entirely unsafe. And if they say they had like 2 rockets going off, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would have been 2 pads down, and those take a year, up to 2 years to get safety rating before you could put another rocket on there. That's a lot of space to have to go, well, where are we launching? And then it changes launch windows, that changes a whole bunch of stuff. So an explosion on the pad these days is not a good thing, not a great thing. And for any company that does have because a lot of people think that SpaceX and Blue Origin and Boeing and NASA, they're the only people that could put a rocket on those pads. That's not actually true. There's been a lot of different companies that put rockets on the pads that used different parts from different organizers, like SpaceX, being that their booster, and then the module on top of the booster happened to be from like the European Space Agency or the Russian Space Agency. I don't think Russia's put anything on top of a booster of ours, but you get what I'm saying. Like, there's been IBM back in the day used a NASA rocket to be able to get some satellites into space, so forth like that. Like, anybody can put stuff into space. The biggest cost is the boosters and what they can do to the pads. And so, yeah, it's a real big deal. That's going to be on the news and flooding the news every day. And for a while, and that's a big hit at a NASA facility. So, whew, a huge happening. I wonder, like, if we ever get somebody, if we get somebody into the chat today that's in Florida right now, I wonder if they heard it. Like, how far did that boom go? I imagine a couple, at least 10 to 15 miles. That had been rocking around the area at Cape Canaveral. I actually did get to go to Cape Canaveral one time with my dad. Actually, twice. I saw 2 shuttle launches in my life. And both of them, I was on the opposite coastline, Cape Canaveral, next to the clock. So, really good seating. No. The second time we were trying to be there, but we couldn't, so we went to a pier that was nearby. But yeah, and that was an impromptu, by the way. The second time was an impromptu. The first time was like we all went there together. We did that purposefully. The second time I was down there in Florida was an impromptu. It was just like, hey, is that the shuttle on the launch pad? Yeah. And we're going by and it's like, oh, that's counting down. That's about to leave. And then we just stopped and we got to watch it go. And that was an amazing adventure for sure. So, but here's where that drama comes in you were talking about in the news. So, while they're cleaning up Blue Origin this morning, which is from the same location at Cape Canaveral, Falcon 9 from SpaceX delivers 29 more Starlink satellites. So here's Blue Origin blowing up 48 satellites where 29 satellites were launched by the Falcon 9. Really showing up their prowess into this industry and kind of smearing it in Blue Origin's face like they are the better choice, especially for the Artemis. If a lot of people don't know this, you're tuning into this and why I'm talking about the Artemis program and space stuff. Not only is it because it's something that I heavily enjoy, and I'm an enthusiast over, but it's a big deal. We're going to one of the poles of the moon to collect resources. If we can show a competency in the human race, it's not about America, it's not about like who from whatever country, as a human species going to the moon, being able to mine resources there, we're putting ourselves into the next stage of evolution and then putting ourselves into space travel, which is, for a lot of people, that's just like, how is that possible. A lot of scientists is like, oh, our bodies aren't ready for that yet. Our minds or intellect is not ready for that yet. And there's like a whole lot of people going, BS. We're ready. We want to do this. Like, our imagination has been beyond our own solar system and even into the earlier aspects of our like timeline of seeing into the past through light. That space and industry has captivated people from as early literatures of, I think, Jules Verne, to even seeing like the imaginations of most of our artists today, and even our AI's ability to kind of like give a little bit of current knowledge, foresight on where our imagination has taken us, like how we can even think about and perceive the future of space travel. So it's pretty cool. It's how I feel about it. I hope you guys But I hope you guys, enjoy it as much as I do when I'm talking about stuff. But yeah. So, and then China did bring 3 astronauts home. China's Shenzhou 21 crew splashed down this morning after nearly 7 months aboard their Tiangong space station. While we're watching, explosions happening on the East Coast, we have Chinese, they're not astronauts. Was it, what are they called? Chinese astronauts name. It's got a name. They call them taikonauts, I think. I think it's taikonauts. Yeah, I found it. Taikonauts. So yeah, they brought home their taikonauts early this morning. Like, this is all happening within the last 12 hours. That's insane. It's intense that a lot of this space stuff has happened in the last 12 hours. And I'm telling you, you want to keep your eyes on it, because this is going to be the wave of the future. Just like how the boom of technology happened with the computer, this is the boom of technology moving into the future, where it comes into space flight and what we can gather from space to help us here at home and help us actually fix home, fix our climates, fix terraforming locations that have been through deforestation. Going to a place like Mars and being able to experiment on Mars and doing terraforming on Mars, we get to learn a lot of valuable lessons without, affecting us. So there's a huge deal that comes along with this. Oh, no. I don't think, because of the safety issues and the reliability of these, I mean, we're out of those times where sabotaging somebody's rocket to blow it up, kind of thing, is not really a thing. It would look damaging to a brand, and Elon Musk wouldn't go that far. I mean, if it ever comes out that actually did happen that way, call, what is it? Color me pink, or what is it called? I'll be color me surprised. I don't think, I don't think that's a thing. I don't think it will be a thing, but it just is funny, how things land. Who should rise above the most, the weak or the strong? And sometimes the weak look strong in moments where failure is. But it goes like it goes also to show about the SpaceX. Like, if I could talk about SpaceX for a little bit, and kind of paint something in a picture. SpaceX at this point, especially with the Falcon 9 rocket, which has been the most reliable rocket ever. That is a rocket that is a return to rocket. Like, it's not an expendable rocket. It's not one that goes up and lands somewhere and that's it, and they just like pick it off for parts. They literally can bring it back, take it from its location, put it back on a pad, and in that same moment, in that same repetition, do a couple of checks, make sure that there's no damage. Once there's no damage, within about a day, they can have new payload on top and launch that thing again, and then come back and do it again. For them, putting things into space is just like another chore. It's just like taking out the trash. It's just, I wouldn't say taking out the trash, but it's like taking your kid to school. It's just one of those things that you can do, and they don't have to think about it, and their safety rating is really high. And do they have stuff happen? Sure. I mean, people can like throw in videos of explosions of SpaceX has dealt with, but the reliability is what's part of it, and why SpaceX, obviously, just a few moments later, sending up their own rocket from that facility, you kind of just look at it and go, come on. You kind of look at Blue Origin and you look at Bezos and go, yeah, I mean, just integrate. Like, just at this point, just integrate. Just you pull your resources together and build one rocket together. I mean, but then they're like, oh, it's a monopoly. It's a monopoly. It's like, no, I don't think monopoly should be like a space thing. I think having one entity doing space stuff is probably a lot better than having this huge you know what, that is a just hit my head, like, competitiveness. That, if anything, is a sabotage, is their own company to their own product, of trying to put something on the pad that looks better than SpaceX before SpaceX can get their 29 satellites off. That company sabotaged their own self and their own ability to get that rocket off the ground to blow up their 48 satellites. So, I mean, that's the little thing that we have to kind of look at as we're looking at these different companies getting into the space race and putting up their own stuff. How competitive are they trying to be, and how much does that reflect? And that's kind of like what we see tonight. I'm not saying that that's actually what happened, but if on the outside looking in, that's what I kind of feel. Blue Origin really needs to make a huge leap forward with how they appear in order to, play in that same playground and be taken seriously. They're taken seriously. I'm not saying that they're not, but as serious. They need that safety rating. They need that continuous. They need that return reusable rocket. They need to be able to have more than just one or two successful missions under their belt. They have a few more than that, but like, you get what I'm saying. They got to catch up, and they got to show that they have reliability along that catch up. And when they have an explosion like they did last night, it's going back and having to step back a little bit. I was like, oops, that was our fault. That's our fault. We're gonna go and fix that. Sorry. And it comes with a lot of fines too, because what you don't know is whenever they blow up a pad like that, there's a lot of investors that build those pads, but I would look into it. I think some of those pads are also built by tax dollars. I mean, don't quote me on it, but I do think that because NASA is a government entity and tax dollars go into NASA, that NASA facilities and their the maintenance of those facilities and the creation, I think the creation of those like pads are definitely from investors, but the maintenance of those facilities, I don't know if they're via investors. I think that's tax dollars. But yeah, back to the Taikonauts. Taikonauts, they bring the 21 crew. It's not 21 people back, but they brought the 21 crew back after the 7 months aboard their Tiangong space station. That's amazing. Good for them. Congratulations for China for getting a successful 7-month mission. And it's good. I don't think they took anybody up there. I think they just went and brought people back. And it kind of also gives you the perspective. Now there's 3 entities that are really a contender in the space that is part of like this, not Cold War, but a little competitiveness of who's gonna get where in space. And that comes down to the US as an entity, China as an entity, and then commercial companies, private companies getting in on the race as well. We're gonna go ahead and continue talking about Canaveral with this other update that I have here. 109 launches of 2025 at Cape Canaveral, and here in 2026, it looks like we're already going to not maybe match that, or we're gonna beat it. Florida Space Coast is basically the busiest launch site on the planet right now. Think about that. Over 100 rockets leaving Earth from one stretch of Florida coastline in one single year. I mean, out here in California, we have is it Andrews Air Force Base? Anderson. I think it's Anderson. No, because Anderson's in Guam. Vandenberg. So Vandenberg is the one that's really close by here. There has been a few launches that I've been able to see, like if I'm up over the hill, if I'm over in like Van Nuys, like in the valley, you can catch like a little skim of the launch in its pre-stage. That's a bit north. If you are on the beach end, if you go all the way over to the ocean side, beyond the valley, and you go up in that direction, I was there with a bunch of people, and we got to see one of the launches of SpaceX Falcon 9 rockets going from there. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, Vandenberg from over here, and then you got everything there in Florida. 100 launches, and that is 109 launches from Cape Canaveral. That I actually wonder, real quick, let's get that info. How many successful launches into space 2025? So it looks like we have 300. So it says there were 324 attempts last year and only 315 successful orbital launches in 2025. So that's good. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. There's 92 successful launches from China. Russia was 17. Europe is 7 successful launches. India with 5 successful launches. And 4 from Japan. Other launches which were successful was South Korea, Australia, and Israel. But 193 launches from the United States with that was heavily driven by SpaceX with the Falcon 9 rocket. Like I said, the Falcon 9 rocket is proven to be the vehicle workhorse of space launches these days. So it's really good to see that. But man, could you imagine living in Florida right near Canaveral and just sitting there and, you know, like, oh, another space launch. What, you know, like, that's another space launch. It'll get to a point where it's just like, you're talking, it's like, oh my god, they're launching another one. What is it, like 20 a minute? Like 20, darn you, NASA. Why did I have to live near a NASA space center? Rawr. So I do want to move from space talk. We're going to talk about business and big business and wild headlines that have been out there in business. One of them is Caesars is getting bought for $17.6 billion. That's billion dollars. Billionaire Tillman Tillman F. It's Fertitta, the man who owns the Houston Rockets, Landry's Restaurant, and Golden Nugget Casinos, just announced a deal to acquire Caesars Entertainment for $17.6 billion. This is one of the biggest casino deals in history. The Flamingo, Caesars Palace, Harrah's, and all under one new boss. And it's really big. It's been blowing up on conversations that have been this week about big business, and a lot to do with like consolidating through one enterprise in a significant brand space, and then what that does look like on a scale. Like, where does it scale out to, especially on business growth and how it goes. But yeah, that's intense. $17.6 billion. It's the largest one ever for an acquirement of an entertainment dealing with casinos. And, you know, those are pretty big places. The Flamingo, the Caesars Palace, the Harrah's, and just the Caesar is, you know, has been one of the biggest brands of Las Vegas. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been one of the biggest brands of Las Vegas for a long time. But man, Rocky 3 turns 44 today. Sylvester Stallone posted celebrating the 44th anniversary of Rocky 3 today. The one with Mr. T and Hulk Hogan. Stallone said some of his most unforgettable moments as an artist came from that film, and it dropped May 28th in 1982. before I was born. But Eye of the Tiger came from that song, came from Rocky 3, and that, I think, theme songs really stepped it up in sports movies and all that kind of stuff, from just having the Eye of the Tiger. I could be wrong, that's my opinion, but I do think like Eye of the Tiger became like, yeah, if we're going to talk about a sport and we're going to talk about boxing, Eye of the Tiger. But yeah, it's like you kind of, after that, there's that distinction of a song that kind of is associated to, movies with sports themes, or even your favorite television viewed sports. So that's pretty cool. 44 years. That's pretty intense. A painting could sell for $47 million. And all of it is called The Regular Person, or Of a Regular Person. A painting by legendary artist Lucien Freud of a woman named Sue Tilley, who was working at an unemployment office when they met. Is expected to fetch $47 million at the auction. She became one of the most famous subjects, an ordinary person immortalized in art, worth nearly $50 million. That's the power of art, though. Like, you could be anyone, and then tomorrow you're being told that your likeness is worth $40 million, $47 million, $50 million. I mean, look at the Mona Lisa. Priceless. You could just be called priceless. That's crazy. I have a few things that are on my feed that I'm not sure that I want to talk about. Yeah. I just think that's crazy. Lots of money being thrown around here for those separate, for Caesar's Palace, and Caesar's Entertainment, and then you got Rocky 3 turning up 44, and then you got a painting going for 47 million. Money being thrown at a blown up rocket. There's a lot of money moving around, that's for sure. Let me just have like a little bit. Can you just break off a piece of that and just send it my way? And since you're gonna blow it up anyways, it's like, instead of blowing it up, just kind of send it my way a little bit. We kind of solve a little bit of a little bit of my money troubles. Kind of a lot of wild things that are going on. I mean, so this is kind of dumb. I didn't want to actually cover this, but this one's kind of dumb. So Brad Pitt is now under another lawsuit, and this time it's from a Malibu skincare brand called Bo D, and they just filed a lawsuit against Brad Pitt. This is ongoing from this is to go also on top of his ongoing legal drama with Angelina Jolie. The man has been in more courtrooms than movies lately. It's insane. At some point, someone's gonna cast Brad Pitt as a lawyer just based on his life experience and knowledge of being inside of a courtroom. I want to take a real quick second to be able to talk about a few things about our community. Like I said, the member area was supposed to open up yesterday, but it's going to open up today. I got sick in the middle of the night. I know I'm making a lot of excuses. We had an end with the membership area and so forth like that. There's like a huge revamp of the how we have to build the website and everything that I've been working on. I'm going to get it out to you guys today by this afternoon as soon as this stream is done. And I've actually been doing some, if you haven't been hearing some clicking going on in your ears, it's that clicking and stuff is actually me reaching out to all my processes and fixing things and trying to get it to run through some processes to try to get to work so that we can have one. I'm looking at a copy of the new website and I'm looking at it and I'm like, we're almost there. We're almost there. Oh, maybe that would maybe the whole world got sick from from the explosion. From the New Glenn explosion last night. But let me trying to message a friend of mine. But yeah, let me talk about what's leading up real quick. We did do a dev blog update yesterday that I did as quickly as I could. Actually, I was starting to feel really sick around that time, and I was really trying to push through that. I think it had to do a lot with the train ride that I took from Long Beach up to LA. I really got nauseous due to this dude stank so bad. I don't know what was up, but he stank like weed and just butt. That's the best way I could put it. Really stunk so bad, and it was making me nauseous. And I a few times was like, dude, I'd rather wait 15 minutes for another train. And I almost got off. Even right now, I'm starting to feel that ache in my hands started to ache. My body started to ache with this dude. But finally, he got off. But I was nauseous the rest of the way, motion sickness, nauseous, and I just couldn't shake it. And then with everything just not working and getting stressed out about it and getting frustrated about it as well, that kind of ramped it up a little bit, and that's why I took a little bit of a break. But gross. That dude was gross. Even if I'm having a day where I'm not able to go take a shower or something, I at least, before I go to public transit, I at least try to baby wipe myself if I can't get to a shower. Do the camping trick, Don't go on and being nasty. Some people out there just, and then if you say something, you're bad. You're a bad person. You're a bad person for policing your own. It's crazy. I'm not trying to bash where I'm at in the world, but good God, this place needs fixed. You all know where I'm at. You can get it. Man. Oh yeah, I know. Be careful what I say. I'm not saying too much, but I'm not the only one. Look, okay, I'll put it this way. I'm not the only person here that has an issue with the just filth that just rolls out of places. And it's not like I'm a snob. It's not like I'm being, mean. I don't have a solution. That's why I'm like, I kind of have like that tense face. Like, I don't have the solution, but I really wish somebody could find a solution to this because it's really bad. And, homelessness is really a bad thing in our nation in a whole, and it really needs to get under control. That's why I keep on saying capitalist society and socialist society does not work, or one that does work is a meritocracy. I guarantee you, if you could just get a job just, anywhere, and then build up your merit based off of that, and build up yourself based off of that merit. And don't say that it doesn't happen. Don't say that you can't do it, because that's the way the military runs. And it may have its flaws, but it runs a lot more smoother than most politics these days. That's true. And it's not about like, oh man, that's a hot take. That's a veteran's point of view. Just saying. It's harsh point of view, but at the same time, it's not a Democrat, it's not a Republican, it's not left or right, it's not conservative. It's a vet. That's what us vets remember while we were in. That's why we have so much pride in you being a Marine and serving. You want that same kind of like pride and honor. Those environments will lead you there. I like that. There should be a law to at least wipe yourself off with baby wipes. Next thing you know, with that law dropping, every public bathroom has to have a baby wipe dispenser. Do you know how many mothers will appreciate that, not having to carry a big pack of baby wipes in their pocket, knowing that bathrooms have baby wipes in it? Those big baby bags will shrink significantly just based off of that. Yeah. But yeah, I do want to pin this. I'm going to post this, and then I'm going to pin it. Go to the website. We are still running the seed funding, and it's going to go all the way until the 15th of June instead of just ending on the 1st of June. So we still have a lot of time to do that. The Kickstarter for the Outer Exodus project is going to launch on the 1st. So in a couple of days, you're going to see that. The 1st being on Monday. So on Monday, actually, I'm wondering if I should incorporate it with the Yumi and Mr. Coffee. I don't think I want to. I'm obviously going to promote the heck out of it on there, but the launch is like, I don't have control over it. The launch is on a ticker, on a countdown, and it'll release and open and show up on the website as it happens. The website is going to get revamped. It's going to look a whole lot different come tomorrow, so do be looking out for that. And you're going to have to log in this evening if you get a chance to see the new website. In it, you'll be able to create a profile to be on there, and that profile does a lot of different things. That it allows you to kind of not only track how you support the community and the studio and its development, even whenever you do Kickstarters, like if you do anything as far as donate or interaction, these kind of things will be tracked. It's something that we're going to build and develop over time. So that's one of the things. The other thing is so you can get connected with other people who are part of the community. to really have a good home base for the community itself. Instead of having it in a Discord, I'd like to have it in the website, but later. And the reason why we have it on Base 44 is so that we can be able to use it in an app later. So what you're experiencing is really the foundation framework that will later be in an app that you can have on your phone to be able to follow the Cyber Studios and everything that we're developing along the way, and having a fun time doing it by meeting new people and having a great time. Also doing like giveaways and getting merch, and yeah, you, me, and Mr. Coffee being right there on your phone and not having to go all the way to YouTube. We're drawing people here. This is the place you want to be. But yeah, so yeah, if you're watching this later, if you're watching this now and you haven't been communicating with us, no, if you're watching now and you haven't gotten a chance to, go ahead and click on that website. Go over to Cyber Studios, have it saved in your browser, have it saved in your phone in a bookmark. But if you can, go to the Support Us section and toss something in the direction of that seed funding. We got $70 out of our $15,000 that we're looking for. We got $70 total brought in, and we're looking to get $15K by the end of the weekend. I'm going to be doing a long stream tomorrow for going towards that, as well as kind of leading up and bringing people towards the Kickstarter for the Outer Exodus project. But really come in here. What do you get also from the member area when that comes out tonight is you get to see all the new content that we are building with the Outer Exodus project as it gets built, ranging from new concept art or new 3D for the MMORPG images, and some of the new lore, and be able to dive with us as we start to build out the library and build out the encyclopedia of our I don't know, we're working with a name here. It might be Corapedia, but I gotta think about it. But yeah, you get to come with me onto the journey, learn about the species that are the home of the core systems and of the Outer Exodus project. And so this, like I said before, this is going to be an animated series. This is going to be a movie. This is going to be a novel, comic book, a video game that's a single player and cooperative, and then also a online MMORPG experience, as well as a ARG experience. If you guys ever wanted to know what that's about, we'll be able to tell you all about that and its development when we get around to it. And the member area will help you with that. With the new devlog updates, and being able to kind of do drops every week. So if we do a devlog on Thursday, you're going to see another devlog on the following Tuesday, and then it's going to be a week break picking up on that the next following Thursday, and there's going to be those drop periods. That's when we're dropping new content of what we've done up to that point, what's been developed up to that point, where we're at, how close we are with our grant submission for the MMORPG, who's partnering up, and who's, June is a huge month for me. I'm going to be going out there and putting all of this out there, bringing people to the project, bringing people to the community, and it's a lot to do with the fact that you guys have been giving me the encouragement and the confidence to do it. So I appreciate that. That's my thank you back to you guys for being able to do that for me. But yeah, go to that website, and if you can't put any money towards it, there's always the thing that I encourage everybody to do, whether you donate or you don't. Just tell people about it. And just don't tell people about it. walk them to the website and encourage them just like I'm encouraging you. It goes to a great cause. It's the Cyber Attic Studio that you're going to want in the future for great entertainment in some of the IP that it's going to create, and it's going to be coming from yours truly and whoever I can employ. The biggest thing that I want to say that Cyber Attic Studio is about is employing people into a studio that is determined to make media that is entertaining at its core, that has nothing to do with some sort of trend, popularity, or anything. Taking the big risk of probably going broke doing it, but what we put out there is meant to entertain, not throw something in your face, not try to jam something down your throat of an idea, but like really meet characters in a world, and they're living their lives naturally and feeling like whatever you take from their experiences is what you take from their experiences. But it's meant to entertain at the core of it. And I want to develop and foster that type of environment in creativities and creative spaces. That's what Cyber Attic Studios is about. It's about doing just that. You, the viewer, you, the audience, are getting quality entertainment. And that's also the brand of Golden Millennia Entertainment LLC, which Cyber Attic Studios sits under. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop like throwing out the pitch on that, but I really do think you all will enjoy what is capable of coming from this. If you like You, Me, and Mr. Coffee, You and Me, and Mr. Coffee is one of the products of Cyber Attic Studio. That's me giving it to you, quality of entertainment. And then I'm hearing it in the back of my head going, oh yeah, but you're being preachy right now. Oh, really? Dang. I didn't mean to be preachy. Well, you kind of are being preachy, just to let you know. Alright, well, if I'm being preachy, I guess I should probably segue into something, right? Well, I mean, talking in front of people like we're two different individuals is kind of entertaining. I don't know. Well, let's see what the chat says. Is it entertaining that I'm talking to myself in two different... Or does it kind of look creepy, like I'm some sort of schizophrenic? Oh, man. Little nod towards something. But yeah, You, Me, and Mr. Coffee, or YMMC, as people have been kind of dubbing it lately. Also, starting tomorrow, my social media is going to start blowing up big time. So my X account is going to always have something being posted nearly every day. I did some other back-end stuff that's going to be working out with one of my AI agents. They're going to be helping me when I prompt it to. They're going to start shooting a bunch of things at once that I have collected together that I'm following and I'm looking at, and that it's going to be coming out to you, as well as all the information that I can put out there that I can about the Outer Exodus project. Nice. But yeah, Yumi and Mr. Coffee is definitely turning into one of those it's OBS again. I don't know. I really do not know what's going on with OBS. But I got a prompt just now Nothing's happening. Everybody can see me, right? Like, OBS is just totally froze. Ugh. Technical difficulties. Oh, wait. Oh, it's back. I think we've listened to this song a lot. Let's go ahead and... No, let's go... Yeah, let's listen to this one. Okay, everything looks good. I mean, mic check, mic check. Oh, if it blurs and then comes back, that wouldn't be OBS. That's your internet. That's your and my internet. It's the whole connective process. That's way out of my hands. Because the way that productions work, just so if anybody ever has that, the way a production works is it goes all the way into an encoder of OBS, and then that film near instantaneously, all that's being recorded gets into what's called, we'll say like it's a little car. It gets packed in, and we'll call that a packet, and then it gets shipped out in near instantaneous to the waves. And when it goes to wherever it's going, especially if, like for me, I'm not hard locked into a wall, I'm using a Wi-Fi connection. There's going out in space, coming back down to you. So whenever you get those distortions, it's nothing to do with what happens here. Now, if you get like a disconnect of voice to video, that can kind of be me, but again, there's a lot of different things that could be coming from that. But the biggest one is an indicator that something's wrong with me is if there's a complete breakdown in video performance where it's tearing or it literally freezes or just doesn't operate. That would be me. But yeah, sorry about that. Back to what I was saying, definitely support us by getting to the website, having it saved tonight, be looking at that. I'm talking about like probably about 5 p.m. East Coast. Should have something. If I don't, keep checking the website from that point on, and I should have something going on. And again, the website will look completely different. So that's why I gave you guys the I think it's the right one. It's there's nothing after it, right? Yeah. So it should be just the home page, and that home page is going to look completely different. So once you refresh to that home page, you're going to have a whole different graphic that's going to be there, that's going to prompt you to sign in or sign up or sign in. Log in or sign up, and then so I'd advise you to sign up. There's also a guest, which will take you to a whole complete page that just has one bit of information. But once you do go in to sign in, that's whenever you get to ingest all of the different things that we're doing, so that we can have it behind a gated thing that you of course agree to not take and abuse and all that kind of good stuff. But that is happening. I don't know why I went all that Borat. So yeah, 8 o'clock. We're on the final hour of our show. We're on the final hour, folks. We're on the final hour. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee real quick. Ooh. Final hour of our show. We're gonna get into some more things that have been happening. Let's see. We talked about Spider Noir. It's here. Spider-Man Noir series just dropped this for this weekend with Nicolas Cage as the who voices Spider-Man Noir, which is a 1930s detective version. It's been in the works for years, and fans have hyped it up. This is a very different Spider-Man energy. Think noir detective film meets superhero. Nicolas Cage voicing Spider-Man Noir. That's of course the most Nicolas Cage thing that could ever happen. But I'm complete here for it. So I'm excited. I'm hoping I'll be able to see it tonight. What would stop me, I think, completely is if I can't get a good seat in the AMC theater. Actually, I'm gonna go on to my AMC app right now. I have an AMC theater app. I do pay for the year subscription to be able to have like disclosure day on the 12th. Spielberg's Disclosure Day is also coming up on this 12th. That's going to be in theaters. That one's going to be really cool. I would love to see that. Toy Story 5 is coming up this Tuesday? Really? A lot going on with that. No, June 19th. I was about to say, it's not that. But let's see. Oh, The Mandalorian also came out. The Mandalorian and Grogu. I wonder if anybody went to go see that. Breadwinner with Nate Bargatze, I think is how you say his name. Bargatze. Supposed to be most of his humor that he says on stage is somehow filtered into the show. Why don't I? Came out, right? Where is it? Is it not playing in AMC? I didn't actually look that up. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Glad I did look it up. Oh, I misunderstood. I thought it was a movie. Well, I feel silly. It's a TV series on Amazon Prime. Well, I feel silly. I thought it was a movie. I thought it was promoted as a movie. Well, if you got Amazon Prime, which I do, I'm definitely gonna watch this later on tonight whenever I'm plugging away at stuff. So you can watch it right now. After this, well, not right now. After the show. After the show. You can watch it if you have Amazon Prime. Go watch it there. Wow. I really did. Like everything. It's really weird because everything that I was like watching or Googling, I didn't really like dig in deep to it because I've been so focused on my own projects and stuff. On the surface level of stuff, I only thought it was like in the movies, but apparently not. It's on Amazon Prime. So my bad. Sorry for the misinfo. Yeah, that's bad. Totally different take on it now that I know it's a TV series or a series. Can't really can we call it a TV series these days when it's streaming? What's your take on that? What should it be called if it's not always seen on a television? If it's just a series, TV, like not TV, but like a live action series, animated series. I think it should be that. I think it should stick around to that. I know a lot of people still want to talk TV for traditional sense. And I know that most of the industry wants to try to bring back cable. On-demand cable. I know that's Amazon's thing. Well, I'm glad I looked at it. I don't have to go and watch that in the theaters. I'm really working hard. That's what it is. I'm working hard. That's how I missed it. That's how I missed it. I'll get there. Folks. But yeah, go and watch it on Amazon Prime. Let's see. Again on streaming with Apple TV. Hold on, I just gotta post. For Apple TV, the acclaimed Apple TV show For All Mankind launches a spinoff today. Alternate history space drama For All Mankind drops its series finale today, and then the spinoff Star City premieres today. So Star City goes back to the early Soviet space program. If you ever watched For All Mankind, you're missing. If you haven't watched it, and I haven't watched it, we're all missing out on apparently the best show nobody's talking about, because I've actually, and we're talking about space race and stuff like that. It looks like there's another TV series or a series that we need to be watching, which is For All Mankind, and then get out there to watch the new series of Star City, which is a spinoff. So getting around to that. A show about a world where the Soviet Union won the space race, dropping the same week a real rocket blows up in Florida. Golly. I mean, the timing is hilarious. Like, it's propaganda, man. Be Fillmore from the Cars. It's all propaganda, man. It was all part of it. And it reached out to a guy who does this show called You, Me, and Mr. Coffee to tell you about it. The Four Seasons Season 2, Steve Carell, Tina Fey, Coleman Domingo. The Four Seasons is back on Netflix this weekend. Season 1 has a massive hit. A friend group going on vacation together based on the 1981 Alan Alda film. The cast alone, Stephen Carell, Tina Fey, Coleman Domingo, makes this appointment viewing. So Coleman Domingo is an everything right now, and he's like, yeah, he's just incredible, and everything, everything he does. So, I think, a really good question would be like, who is currently like, name me a hotter actor working today, like really like getting into things, like really getting on the program. I noticed also last couple of weeks there's been a lot of blow up with Steve Carell. Not Steve Carell. Carell? Is it Steve Carell? Who is that? No, it's not Steve Carell. Who's that late night? Colbert. Being fired. And then you have all of these shows being fired. That's been also blowing up on my social media. I can't wait till that all passes by for sure. Has anybody seen A Good Girl's Guide to Murder? Yeah, Colbert. Has anybody seen Good Girl's Guide to Murder? I wonder what that's about, because I know that they have like season 2 coming out for that, and it's already on Netflix. So like what I'm seeing here is it's a teen mystery thriller based on the Holly Jackson's novel, and they're dropping season 2 this week, or they've dropped season 2 this week on Netflix. Wednesdays, Emma Myers is back as Pip. If you have a teenager in the house, they already know about this, apparently. If you don't, it's actually a really solid mystery series. So, Holly Jackson's novels, those were pretty good novels back in the day. I wasn't big keen on it, but they weren't bad. And then you have like Emma Myers going from Wednesday to being a supporting character in Wednesday, and then going over to having her own mystery series, which is crazy. Which I think is like what the modern Gen Z day of detective, like that's their like hallmark actress for detective series. It's pretty cool. You all know that I'm like a big Adam Driver supporter, because he's a Marine and he's in the industry, and I've always said that I liked his presence in movies, and also even on the Saturday Night Live, he was hilarious. To go in there and just be able to sing a song and call out woke, woke killing, he didn't kill Han Solo, wokeness killed Han Solo. That was epic. That is a Marine with balls for sure. But he's coming out with a biopic that's dropping this weekend, called Dead Man's Wire, which stars Adam Driver in a biopic role. Details are coming out about it in as an automatic kind of watch. I being that it's Adam Driver, I'm gonna give it a good C. And he really disappears like in every role that he does anyways, and I think that you're not gonna miss that out of this out of Dead Man's Wire for sure. And I think he's like, if I'm not mistaken, he's the second Marine I know of in actor for me that I know of, that went from the Marine Corps and to go to Juilliard and come out on top as being one of the best actors like out there. So, for all my Marines out there that are watching this and thinking about what they want to do after the Marine Corps, don't think that you could sell yourself short. You can go to these different places like Juilliard and so forth. If you feel like you got a talent, don't be afraid to just follow your own torch. Don't let somebody else carry it for you. Because this is a person that really did that. He wanted to get into it, and he's blessed with a great talent, and he went really into it. So I think this is going to be a really good watch as well. There's a lot of drops that are happening that has happened this week and happening this weekend, getting right before the new week of next week. We also got Calabasa Confidential. The Nepo Baby reality show. That's Netflix just dropped. I think it's today. I think it's dropping today, or it has dropped today. And this is following the kids of celebrities like Scottie Pippen or Preston Pippen, and others from Calabasas, trying to make their names for themselves. Jody Woods, Offset, and Cardi B's daughter. They it's kind of like, let's bring back it's kind of like a melt between the Osbournes, and there's this other reality TV show that I can't put my finger on it, but you're following all these different, celebrities, kids, and seeing what they do, almost like having like Jersey Shore of celebrity kids. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Proof of following my dreams. You're right. Sometimes you got to make choices and decisions that kind of hurt to get there, but that's all part of the struggle for greatness. Another one that's dropping, Psycho Killer, Hulu's new horror film, written by the guy who wrote Seven, Andrew Kevin Walker. Psycho Killer drops on Hulu today. Stars Georgina Campbell as a Kansas Highway Patrol officer hunting a serial killer. From the producers of Barbarian, if you are a horror fan, this is one on the watch list. Kevin Walker, if you ever watched Seven, which is a huge watch. If you have never watched Seven, you need to go see that. That has to be part of an ongoing cult classic that needs to continue to happen, like in every household to watch. Right as soon as you get into being a teen. I know I watched it when I was a teen. I think I actually watched it before I was a teen. I think I was like 9 whenever I watched Seven. When did it come out, Seven? When did that come out? How old was I when that came out? 1995? I was 7. No. I was 6. No. I was 8. Not quite 7. I was 8. Darn. That would have been cool. 7 came out when I was 7. That would have been cool. I bet somebody is. Oh, my brother was 7 when 7 came out. if my nephew is watching this, 7. Your father was 7 whenever that show came out. But yeah. So you know it's good. I mean, you're not gonna understand what's in the box if you don't go watch 7. But go watch this. Psycho Killer drops today on Hulu. I know I'm probably gonna give a peek at it. That'd be great. Like we talked about, we did talk about Star City, that Soviet space race thriller that spun off from All Mankind, and that premieres on Apple TV. So if you do have Apple TV, it's on there. Also, Jack Ryan is back in Ghost War. That is streaming this weekend. And if you don't know what Jack Ryan is, it's a Tom Clancy franchise. So those secret spy and those operator people, it's really cool. This one's like centric around CIA. And you really got to know like the Jack Ryan books and the Jack Ryan series to really get into it. I really didn't get into Jack Ryan. I did get into The Reacher. I think that was one that I got into, but you know, I really think that this is probably like just one of those to kind of like look out for if you really want to get in, if you were really into like CSI shows, or if you were really into puzzle mystery shows or stuff like that, and maybe you watch something else during the time frame of the 90s and the early 2000s that were centric around, you know, a main character and their storylines and plots and how they save the day, basically. Jack Ryan's a pretty good one to go watch. Just kind of like break up the monotony of whatever you're watching these days. Oh, here's something to be looking out for. You know, Broadway is currently stacked with all the stars. Celebrities from all over are just on Broadway this year. It's the A-list that's going to be on the stage and Broadway. And I really do think that this year is the year to go and get a show in for yourself in Broadway, if you can do it. I mean, if I could do it, if I could go over to the East Coast and be able to go on a Broadway show, that would be great. Because it's just all the A-listers this year that are going to be there. And it's definitely worth its weight to go and try to get some time with that. Especially before that, you know, before, I was about to say that fad, it's not a fad, but before something like that really gets thrown away. I mean, we're starting to see like live entertainment and not just live entertainment, but in-person entertainment, because this is considered live entertainment. But live in-person entertainment is starting to get scarce. Even people don't even go and watch bands anymore. Bands only are attracting smaller and smaller crowds these days. And it's really like my generation and older that are really interested in going to seeing live bands. Maybe a little bit under me, like the later years of millennials, but they're watching those kind of shows. They're ready to go out to them. But I really do think that the crowds inside of dives that are, you know, going to go see a local band, I don't know. I hope it makes a resurgence to kind of keep that and foster it alive. It's where I come from in entertainment. I was a musician. I mean, I still am. I haven't like lost the ability to blow in a tuba or a trombone or play the bass guitar or or a guitar, or as my mom would say, what that guy can't touch. um, I always got the opportunity to pick up an instrument and give me a little bit of, figuring out how it's done. You tell me how to make a noise out of it, and I had thought for the longest time that I would end up as like a sound engineer at some point. And now I'm going to be making my own studio, which I get to then play with sound studios, and that would be great. Help me make that a dream come true. Like, be able to have my own sound studio with a group of artists and be able to make sounds with it would be great. Will be grand, fantastic. Speaking of sound, though, and performances, I think we're going to move into talking about some music that is coming out, because today Ariana Grande is dropping a new single. That's right. Ariana Grande released a new single called Hate, and it happened this morning. New music for Ariana Grande is very much welcomed. A lot of people have been kind of craving some new music from her. But it's Hate, but it's all lowercase. So if you're looking it up, it's not big uppercase Hate, but it's Hate. But this is, classic Ariana Grande. And she's been a bit quiet since her release of Internal Sunshine era. So this is a really big deal for her and for her fan base. Ariana comes back with a song called Hate, and I think it's worth a listen. I'm gonna listen. I've got Spotify. I think it's on Spotify. I'm gonna look it up real quick to see if it is on Spotify real quick. Real quick. Give me a second. It doesn't. Is it not? I could have sworn that it was gonna drop on. It doesn't look like that she put it on. Let me see real quick. Let me look it up. Where you can actually get that song from. I thought it was gonna be on Spotify. I guess it's not Hate. It's Hate That I Made You Love Me. I thought so. A lot of like what I was getting in my feeds was Hate, but it's called Hate That I Made You Love Me, and that's Ariana's new and that's actually like trending also in Rolling Stone and Variety. So I think there was like maybe it's the single is called Hate, but it's Hate That I Made You Love Me. And then so that's coming out. So I'm wondering if you're looking to what she's talking about in that, I would go and look it up. There's lots of that being referenced online. Go ahead and Google it. It's worth a Google. Also, Drake dropped 3 albums all at once, and that happened 2 weeks ago. And he's shattered the record in 2026 streaming records by surprising 3 albums simultaneously, which was, and we talked about a little bit about this. It was Iceman, Habibti, and Maid of Honor. It was just like, here it is, enjoy, and broke records doing it. And so that's really cool. I think that was a great stunt and a great pull from Drake. A lot of the people that know, like, follow Drake and follow his music and what he does probably had anticipations on it, but for everybody else that had Drake on their peripherals, this was a huge drop for him that came out. All right. Enough of that. Sorry. I'm trying to get some people to set up something this weekend. Anyways, not get too sidetracked on that. But yeah, so that's really great. There has been some conversation that Beyonce is dropping Act 3. Fan theories and online speculation are going absolutely crazy right now that Beyonce is about to drop Act 3. Follow-up to Renaissance and Cowboy Carter. The BBC covered it. And nothing confirmed yet, but the internet has basically been lighting the coals over it, for what I've seen. And I honestly think that either it was a fam kind of flitter, but we're seeing enough, and most of the time is because somebody went out there and in somebody's ear that they knew that they were going to blow that up and do the word of mouth thing so they can drop it with plenty of viewership. So it's a big tactic in the industry. If you didn't know that, there's a lot of people that know people that know people that know people, and they tried to start there to see what happens. So it's really good. Before we start getting to the drawdown for our show, I do want to kind of get like a sports theme in here because we do have a lot of sports goers. Currently Spurs versus Thunder. Game 7 is tomorrow. The San Antonio Spurs pulled off game 6 win to force a Game 7 against Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. So it's big deal. Game 7. We're gonna have Game 7 and see where this comes out. Like, who's gonna win? Who's gonna come out on top in the Eastern Conference? So, if you're watching basketball, if you're into basketball, that's something to watch tomorrow on your streaming networks and ESPN and so forth like that. NHL has their own set of things. Canadians trying to stay alive tonight. Montreal Canadiens versus Carolina Hurricanes. This is Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Final tonight. The Canadians are facing elimination. If you're into hockey, this is a must watch, especially because of the elimination. And your favorite team, if it's between the Canadians or the Hurricanes. Canadians are close. Montreal is really probably going to be white knuckling it through the entire game. So, and that's supposed to be showing up tonight. So if you want to watch that, again, talking about the deal that happened with the Caesar Freddie deal. To circle back on that, this, I was kind of like hinting towards it, but this really does change the landscape of Las Vegas in acquisitions. So like, Fredo already owns like the Golden Nugget. Now he owns Caesar's Palace, the Flamingo, Hera. I'm at, in business industry and just business period, this is huge. And it's going to actually kind of be the biggest talk, because what we're facing right now is a lot of these big corporations or these big entities or these big people, they're going to be start having that bullhorn being blown of monopoly. So, I don't know. I'm doing the whole Trump hands thing. I don't know, but I think it's something that you should be seeing. Something to be happening today that you should be watching, paying attention to, because nobody does it like billionaires. Billionaires do it great. They think so, at least. I don't know, but maybe. We talked about Stallone today and Rocky 3. We've talked about a lot of stuff today. It's been a really great trip to be able to talk a lot about all this kind of stuff, ranging from entertainment industry to what's been happening in space flight and epic explosions and I'm really hoping that you're enjoying the show and coming back to the show and kind of getting some of these key moments. Hopefully we'll be able to get a sponsor soon. I would like to go and reach out to my, network or try to reach out to a few people. I don't want to drop their names right away because I've heard it's very taboo to do that and very bad luck. But there are a few coffee companies that are veteran founded and veteran owned and veteran distributed that I would like to sponsor with, to have sponsoring, so that we can actually have some seriously good coffee here. I would love to be able to have a coffee machine next to us and we can pour a couple of drabs of coffee during the show, especially when you start seeing those coffee tickers down below. That would be really great to kind of have one type of cup of coffee, either brand or have the one brand and then 3 of their coffees. I think that would be great for the show. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you tell me down in the comments down below, as we are coming into the last 20 minutes of our show. This is where I really want to spend time focusing on you guys and, what we're doing. What are we doing for the weekend? What are you doing for the weekend? I know for me, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of building stuff for you guys. But for me, that's also a playground. Legitimately, I get to have fun building content for people. That's me as a general person or person for purpose. is entertaining others and being able to provide that to you guys, which I'm going to be hard into the paint working on. I'm going to take some time to take a break from myself, especially like right after the show. I'm not going to go immediately into digging into this, but I'm going to take a little bit of time to myself to relax, finish up my cup of coffee, get a little bit of water in me, and then get back into it. But other things that I'm going to be doing is Yumi and Mr. Coffee is going to end. I'm going to get everything working towards the website. I'm going to play a little bit of video games later for a break while I eat my lunch, and boom, get back at it again. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a live stream. We normally start at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow, but I will be putting it out there, whether it be on the website that you'll be able to get a ping on, or in the Discord. Check it out. I might be actually going a little bit early tomorrow. I might do a long stream tomorrow. I might start it a bit early. So keep your ear to the ground, your eye on the horizon, because I may actually go a little bit early tomorrow. I'm kind of feeling it. I kind of want to do a long break. I want to take a break. I do. I kind of want to have a little bit of me time this weekend to recharge the battery. And I hope that you do the same thing too. What are you doing this weekend to recharge your battery? Are you going out to a spa? Are you going to the gym? Are you going and having another barbecue this weekend, even though you had one for Memorial Day? What are you guys doing to enjoy your if I had to make a suggestion that you could do to relax this weekend, is to really let this weekend be that final bath of May. Yeah. If you got a bathtub, fill that thing up. It may sound girly, whatever. It may sound feminine, whatever. Put some soaps in it, right? Aromas. Dim the lights if you can. If not, shut the lights off. Let the door crack to let a little bit of light in, and just soak. I think that's a really good way to say, summer, I'm ready for you. Spring, it was fun having you. But June 1st is right around the corner. Monday is June 1st. So Sunday, get into the tub. Do that. That's recommended by yours truly, Zylarona. Says, draw yourself a bath. Let it be the last thing you do to relax for May. And enjoy listening to some good music and relaxing in a soaking hot bath. Yeah, man, that sounds great. That sounds like a great way to melt into the weekend. Go and visit your local cafes too. Like, that's another thing I'd like to do this weekend, is to there's a cafe. I actually saw it on my travels this week. I want to go to. I want to reach out to that cafe and take a seat and enjoy it. I saw that they had really great not just coffee, but like espressos, like a real big cup. The name of it is escaping me, but they have the really big wide cups. It's here in LA, and it's an espresso that they do, an espresso mix that they do for it, and it just looks amazing. And to have that with crepes and maybe some egg. I'm making myself hungry. I didn't eat breakfast yet. I should do that after this show too. That's part of my break, is to get a breakfast in me. And I'm trying not to skip meals these days, but money is tight sometimes, so there has to be like some meals skipped during the month. But yeah, man. And then this week, like I've said up there before, this week is full of content that's being dropped, and TV, not TV, but like series, live action series, anime series, a bunch of stuff is being dropped this weekend. And then obviously is the series Spider-Man Noir. I feel so ashamed. That's on Amazon. I'm gonna go watch that too whenever I have some free time. Let's enjoy and melt and end this month great. May was awesome. I really want to thank everybody who got to join me on some adventures in May. That was fantastic. I'm going to be doing one more show tomorrow. That's another thing you're going to be able to enjoy and kind of relax to with that. So remember, keep your ear to the ground because it might go early. But if not, I'll see you at 5:30 tomorrow with Gaming with X_O, where we're going to be in space with Star Citizen and some friends. We're going to have some friends with us. It's not going to just be me. It's going to be a couple other people that are going to be with me along the way. Which actually, it just reminded me, I've got to remember how to do the push to talk toggle. I need to figure out where to put that. Because if anything, people who game and have somebody live streaming while they're gaming, it is so annoying to have that person talking to their live stream when you're playing the game. So if we do get a good turnout, that's what will happen. So I'll need to find a switch somewhere to flip this thing off of Discord, but we'll figure that out along the way. How was your guys's May? Tell me, get around to telling me that. I hope your May was really good. May's always been a great month for me. I've always loved May. The month of May, it's one of those months that really build into the summer, obviously, but I think it's when really people drop the winter, that winter lifestyle. It happens in May forcefully. It's like April comes around and they're like, still bundled up, and you still got your, you got an umbrella going around. You're still kind of like cozied up and trying to stay warm. But then May hits and it's just like sunshine and got some rain showers, but at the same time you ain't hating it. It ain't hot. I mean, it ain't hot and it ain't cold. It's like, all right, this is the kind of rain showers that we're going for. Are you the kind of person that loves rain too? Like, I did like growing up, being able to, like, my mom was really great about this, that if it was raining outside, she encourages us to go out there, but all on good purpose. Like, I know you can get sick from it, but we would come back in and she would have something nice and hot for us to consume to kind of keep us from getting sick. But she let us play out in the rain. Do you guys do that? Did you guys grow up doing that? Do you let your kids do that? If you're watching and you have kids, if you're a kid, do you go out in the rain and run around? I hope that's still going on around. That's for sure. That's for sure. I know for me, what I'm leaving behind in May is a bit of all the experience that I gained in trying to make You, Me, and Mr. Coffee's return. That has been probably the highlight of my month, is bringing back this show. I've missed it ever since I stopped doing it. I love coming here in the morning, having a cup of coffee, and hopefully we can get more people. Please go out there, tell people about our show. It's really great, the few people that has been showing up, and then people that have been watching the show after. Thank you so much for even coming here and watching it during, at your own leisure. But yeah, like, for it to come back out, it feels really great. It feels really great to do this again. It was the same. We showed up at 6 o'clock in the morning, ended at 9. back in the early 2000s during the pandemic. We covered a lot of the pandemic that was going on at that time, and a lot of it was, we did some gaming during the show. It was a little bit different, but we had music that wasn't, generated by me. There was people that was reaching out to me. We got to like feature some artists that were coming up. That was really great. But we also got away with a lot of licensed stuff, which was its ultimate downfall. I got struck too many times because I was letting my Spotify play in the background, which was a no-no. But we were on Twitch at that time. We weren't on YouTube. Now we're on YouTube. And speaking of which, I may be going to Twitch. I just can't get Kick to work, and it could be OBS. I really do. This is the Kick that's down below and the YouTube here, but man, like, I was really hoping Kick would work and I would be able to get Kick working. I'm gonna still try. Tomorrow we might do Kick as well, so keep your head on the swivel. Make sure you know where I'm actually presenting, and I'm gonna tell you, there's enough of us out there. I'll even probably put out mass email to everybody, let everybody know. How to see the show tomorrow, and that will be the final show of the month of May. Will be tomorrow, and then we're leaning into June, and it's gonna be jam-packed. June's gonna be, I hope I can be able to keep up with it, and you ain't gonna see me here looking like a zombie. Like, with the amount of things that I have planned, and I planned it out good. I have a calendar that's really set up, and I feel pretty confident with it. And I've had that calendar set up with it, minor adjustments here and there, since the middle of May. And I've been looking at it and kind of piecing it together and moving things around, but I feel pretty confident with how the calendar is. And this was kind of like that, getting me kind of conditioned for it with May, like the middle of May, and actually getting You, Me, and Mr. Coffee off the ground, getting the website going, getting all of these assets and stuff, and bringing you guys all this stuff. This has kind of been like me in the gym, getting conditioned for what June's going to bring around, and that's going to be for you and I. For June, for You and Me and Mr. Coffee, that will be, I'm going to look again, but that will be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 episodes of You and Me and Mr. Coffee just in June alone. That's a lot. That's going to be a really great month to be able to get our paces and get the UI fixed. There'll be some changes. So Monday, June 1st, You, Me, and Mr. Coffee, there's going to be some changes to the UI that's going to be here, the little borders and everything that you see here. Those are going to change a little bit. I'm going to have some bigger panels and fill the void. Right now it's just a big dark spot and me in the middle. I don't really like it. I even may offset me over and kind of have like something over to the side here that I can point at and demonstrate to. And it might be something, like I was saying, do you think, say in the comments down below, do you think we should do like a react section? Like, should we react to things? Like today would have been great to be able to react together over that explosion and just be like, bro. or somebody goes, oh man, did you see that? No, I didn't. Let's see it. That'd be kind of cool. Be a little bit different of a pace for You, Me, and Mr. Coffee, but especially whenever you've had like 3 espressos, you need somewhere to put that energy. I'll pose another question for you guys. what do you guys think about this too? Like, Starbucks or traditional cafe? Which would you rather go to? In your day-to-day, would you rather go to a traditional cafe or corporate cafe like Starbucks? Let's not say Starbucks, because you might not have a Starbucks near you, but like, and we're not trying to like demonize Starbucks, because I love Starbucks. I go to Starbucks, but would you rather go to a commercial cafe or like a traditional plotted cafe? That's the real thing, or an artisan cafe, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, man, May just went by super fast. This whole year is like going by super fast. Like I was saying in the very beginning, that I can't believe that it's already almost June. Just a few days away and it's gonna be June. That's amazing. 2026 really shaping up to be just one of those exciting years. I know I saw somewhere is like, is 2026 the new 2016 as far as nostalgia goes? Are we seeing a repeat of 2016 in 2026? I had a niece graduate high school exactly 20 years later from whenever I graduated high school with my brother. That's cool. Lots of big things. You, Me, Mr. Coffee coming out. Ours, Cyber Addict Studios, making a break from being a community to actually developing things. New content being driven near every day. Consumption of content. Space race. And 2026 has got it all. I'm hoping that we'll be able to push the next 7 months to the end, together, especially here at You, Me, and Mr. Coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. I appreciate everybody who's stopped here for today and who's gonna be looking at this in the future. Thank you so much for stopping in and saying hey, or commenting down below, and enjoying the content that we're doing here. It's the end of May. It's the last show of May. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the start of all of this. Some of the content that we talked about today was the space race, and an explosion on the pad, bringing back Taikonauts, and talking about finding out that I'm totally missing out on what Spider Noir was about. A couple of TV series, Adam Driver doing his biopic, a couple of sports events that are going on where people are nearly on the chopping block or winning the title, and then Stallone celebrating 44 years of Rocky 3, which is a big thing, and then also $17 billion into taking Caesar's Palace. Some monopoly going on there. And then also $47 million. Potential $47 million for the average worker, the average person. Or what was it? It was not the average person. What was it called? A regular person. Big things. A lot jam-packed in our show. So if you just reached the end and I just mentioned those things and you're going, oh wait, I should have skipped over that, go back, go see it, go talk about it. Let me know down in the comments below if you think there's something that I could improve about the channel and I could improve about this show in particular. Put down below You, Me, and Mr. Coffee, or YMMC, and then what I can improve. Or if you're watching and you want to put in here like something that else I'm doing, what can I improve on that? Gaming with XO, X_O. I'd love to be able to get your guys' feedback. If not, it's great to be able to spend time with you every morning here on this show, you, me, and Mr. Coffee. And I'm glad to be able to see you guys again June 1st, next Monday, when we get to hit off our summer months together with a good cup of coffee. I'm going to take my last sip. Here it goes. And get started with my day. And I'm hoping your guys' afternoon is going well on the East Coast and your day is starting well here in California or on the West Coast. You guys have a great one. Without further ado, and I'm not going to do the whole goodbye forever thing, but I'll see you guys soon. Peace.